Welcome, Qiao Ma from Cooper Investors. Could you tell us a little bit more about the Cooper philosophy and experience in Asian capital markets?
The Cooper Investors investment philosophy really premise on the focus management, and what we're looking for is the same high quality of management teams across all geographies. And we have very specific standards for a management team that includes corporate governance, that includes capability, passion, alignment, so on and so forth. So it's a very long list of requirements that we're looking for and a very high bar for management teams all over the world. In our experience, this particular philosophy works very well in very liquid, large markets, efficient markets like Australia and the US, but it really worked particularly well in a liquid market where information is not as readily available, where people don't usually take the approach like we do, which is really go to the far corners of different geographies and meet management teams. And when that become an efficiency in the market, then we found that holding the bar very high for management team really add value over the long term for investments.
So it's harder to assess, but much more rewarding, it sounds like.
Yes. So since the inception of the fund, for example, we've done twice the return of the benchmark, and we attribute that success almost entirely to really visiting management teams and holding that bar very high.
And sticking with Asia, could you talk to us about some of the megatrends occurring kind of outside the general consumption theme that we've probably heard about for the last 15 years.
Sure. So this is something that we are really excited about, which is, of course, the trends have been great, and there was a lot of tailwinds at companies' back of consumption and upgrades and consumers really preferring good products and paying for services and all that. But what's really, I think, a lot less talked about is how much better the local management teams are to really address these big trends of consumption and really provide these premium goods and services. It's one thing that the people are willing to pay for it. It's another thing to actually have very quality organizations to produce these kind of goods and services. And, we've done a lot of pretty deep work into, why these local companies are now able to provide these excellent quality, consumer services and goods to people. And really the ultimate reason is people. The ultimate reason is the management team themselves have gone through a lot of upgrades. It could be from getting a lot of people from professional organizations, getting a lot of people with very superior long-term experiences in multinational companies, all the way to really having passionate founder, working, sweating at the business and have complete alignment as the biggest shareholder of the business to the minority shareholders. So we really think these upgrading management team quality that really has not been talked about, and that's something we are really excited about.
I think that's the perfect lead-in for a high conviction idea ahead of the pitch pit this afternoon.
Sure. So I don't want to give away our pitch pit, so this is a different idea. Yep. But one of the things we're quite excited about is actually in the industry that people don't think about as an exciting growth industry, which is textile. So one of our biggest investments is in Shenzhou International, which produces sportswear clothing for Nike and Adidas. If you think about the headwind, the scary headlines that come at this business, is everywhere. There was a U.S. trade war, there was currency, there was COVID. But despite of all this, the management team at Shenzhou, which is a founder-led management team, is founded by the same guy who actually started his own career as a teenager working at a local textile factory. They just kept going, slow and steady, and really navigated through very difficult waters over the past few years. And they emerged as the market leader, as a very solid partner to Nike and Adidas, and business actually continued to grow. So, in a very uncertain world like today, we're actually having very high conviction that Shenzhou could deliver 15% growth in the next probably 3 to 5 years. And this is trading at roughly 30 times multiple. So this will be sort of a good example of a company that might look scary on the headline, but if you look under the hood, it's really led by a very solid team doing excellent things and producing real free cash flow for shareholders.
Sounds like Reliance Industries when it started a long time ago. But thank you, Qiao Ma.
You're welcome.